Hey guys, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony, and today I'm going to be sharing my 5 favorite cruelty-free and vegan highlighting products with you. Like most of you, I use some powder highlights, I use some cream highlights, so I just picked 5 that I tend to use pretty often, and I wanted to talk to you about them just a little bit more. I'm going to start with the cream highlights because I tend to use them mixed with my foundation or right over my foundation when it's pressed, and powder highlights I put on just like later in my makeup process. So for me, it just makes sense to share these first. One of my favorites is Feeling Younger by Lush, and this is a really pretty liquid highlight. I like to mix this one in with my foundation, especially like if it's a matte foundation that's a little too matte, I mix this in to just bring a little life back into my skin. I'm gonna swatch this on my hand. It's really light colored, but it blends right in, and it's a really subtle highlight, but I think that this is really great for people who do want a subtle highlight. Maybe they just want, they just want to bring some glow back into their skin. And I use this one actually a lot in the winter when my skin is really dry. Another favorite liquid highlight of mine is Sea of Clouds by Rouge Bunny Rouge. This comes in just a really sleek bottle, and it has a pump cap, so that just makes it really easy to apply. And again, I like to mix this with my foundation, or after I apply my foundation, I put this, on my high points of the face that I want to highlight and blend it out. It just gives a really, really natural glow. So this one is also really pretty and pearlescent. I put way too much on my hand. So I think you guys can probably see how pigmented that is. Like really, really a little bit of this product goes a long way. So be really careful when you're pumping it, because as you can see, a lot tends to come out. But I just think this is such a gorgeous highlight, especially for those with lighter skin tones that don't want something that's like gold or yellow based. This is a really great option. I'm going to move on now and share 3 powder highlights with you guys. This first one is by Wet n Wild, and it's their Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. I have no idea why they call this a bronzer. It's very clearly a highlight, but it's just really pretty. This is another one that I think is great for people with lighter skin tones. I also think it's really great when you want a natural look. It's not a bold highlight by any means, but it does give you some glow. I'm gonna swatch that on my hand too. So again, it's just a really subtle glow. This is very light for my skin tone, so I think this is great for people with lighter skin tones. But I actually do use this now just with a very, very light hand, and I think it gives enough glow and just brightens up those places. I also think it's a good option for brightening up under your eyes because the powder is very fine, and it just helps really like bring it forward and add a little bit of glow. Another favorite highlight of mine is by ColourPop, and this is Lunch Money. It's part of their Super Shock Cheek collection, and the cheek products include blushes, bronzers, and highlights. Not all of them are vegan, but I'll put a list down below, and there's also one in their FAQ. But this is Lunch Money. It is vegan, and it's gorgeous. Jennifer loves it too. Like all ColourPop products, it kind of has that like moussey, powdery texture. It's not a mousse, it's not a powder, it's like this bouncy texture that's in between. I don't know how else to describe it other than bouncy, but this is just such a gorgeous golden highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on my hand so you guys can see it. Trying to put a lot of product on because I know I'm farther away. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just such a gorgeous highlight. I love this one. It's so, so pretty. And I think this is actually a good option because of the formula. If you need to do any body highlighting, this is a good one for that. So sometimes when I wear like dresses and stuff and it's kind of like a fancy occasion, I highlight my shins and my collarbone, things like that. And this is a good option for that. Another highlight that I want to talk about, this is probably my absolute favorite highlight, is the Becca Pressed Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. So again, Becca's cruelty-free. Not all of their pressed shimmering skin perfectors are vegan, but Opal is, and it's just so freaking gorgeous. I just can't get over this highlight. I love it so much. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it out. It's another golden highlight similar to Lunch Money, but this one has so much pigment. It's like, I can't even. So that is Opal by Becca, and it is my absolute favorite highlight. 9 times out of 10 when you guys see me on camera, whether it's here in videos or on photos on Instagram, this is what I'm wearing. I just freaking love it. If anyone needs one highlight in their life, it is this one. Thank you for joining me today. And again, those are my 5 favorite cruelty-free and vegan highlights. If you've used any of them, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have a favorite cruelty-free and vegan highlight, leave a comment about that too. I always want to try new ones. For more updates on cruelty-free, vegan beauty, and lifestyle, make sure you subscribe to logicalharmony.net. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Logical Harmony. Have a good day.